So hello and welcome. Let us quickly do our first, this will be the third in our series of questions, but I'm going to record it before I record the others. Anyway, so this is a Doppler question, and then we're starting with our application on graphs, right? So here it says, the siren of a stationary ambulance emits sound waves at a frequency of 850 hertz, right? So you know if this is the frequency with which the siren is emitting the sound, then we also know that this is the frequency of the source. Okay, let's start there. An observer traveling in a car. Now, you know, they've just added extra words. They're telling you it's a siren on the ambulance, but the ambulance is standing still. Okay, fine. Then they're telling you there's an observer, but the observer's traveling in a car. It's just the observer either way, okay? They're traveling at a constant speed in a straight line. Now, a straight line is important because later on we're going to see why that word is important there. Begins measuring the frequency of the sound waves emitted by the siren when he is at a distance x from the ambulance. Okay, so at 0 he's at a distance x. The observer continues measuring the frequency as he approaches, he passes, and he moves away from the ambulance. The results obtained are shown in the graph below, and there you can see there's the frequency. Initially the frequency is 900, then the frequency becomes 800. Okay, so if we take this first part over there, you see there the frequency is 900, and then after 6 seconds the frequency becomes 800. Now, when I taught you the Doppler effect, I spoke to you about when a listener is approaching a source, then the frequency appears higher. Now, when we say higher, we mean higher than the source frequency. Okay, so clearly at this point, this is on the approach. Okay, and then here, this is when they are moving away at this point here. Moving away. And at 6 seconds, this is the time at which the observer passes the stationary source. Okay? So that's important to note. Now, the first question that they give you, they tell you at 6.1, the observed frequency suddenly changed at time equals 6 seconds. Give a reason for the sudden change in observed frequency. So for that one, we're going to type up a response here and we're going to say 6.1. Let's make it nice and big. Right, and we will say the following. So let us put in 6.1. At 6.1, we will have the approaching observer. Okay. Now, how do we know they're approaching? That's when the frequency is higher. Okay, so there's a higher F. And then we will say passes. And that's the important word there. Passes the source. Not the course, the source. Ish. Passes the source at t equals 6 seconds. Okay, right? At t equals 6 seconds. That's what happens. Because they're saying it suddenly changes at t equals 6 seconds. Here it's approaching, there it's moving away. So at t equals 6 seconds, passes the source at t equals 6 seconds and moves away. Moves away from the source. Okay, how do we know they're moving away? This is where we have the lower f. Okay, and I'm going to put that also there in bold and underline. So that's our solution to 6.1. Now we go to 6.2, students. And at 6.2, I don't want that ugly dot there. It says calculate the speed of the car and take the speed of sound in air to be 340 meters per second. Okay, so that's our V. Now we know we have the frequency of the source, we know we have V, and here we want the speed of the car. Now the listener is in the car. remember the listener is in the car, so here we are calculating VL because the listener is in the car approaching the stationary ambulance. Now the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to write down the Doppler effect from your formula sheet, V plus or minus VL over V plus or minus VS multiplied by Fs. Okay, and they say calculate the speed of the car, and the reality is to calculate the speed of the car you can use any of the options, right? You can use the observer moving toward, or you can use the observer moving away. I'm going to start with the observer moving toward. So now I'm going to say this here will be the listener towards the source, right? Now if a listener is approaching the source, we know that in that case the frequency of the listener is going to be greater than the frequency of the source, and therefore I need this bracket to be bigger than 1. Now given that the ambulance is stationary, we also know that this here, the speed of the source, Vs, is equal to 0 meters per second. So let's manipulate that formula. So I'm going to have Fl is equal to, on the top I'm going to have VL because this is what we actually want to calculate. And I have V at the bottom and I have Fs. Now in order to get the fraction bigger than 1, I need the numerator to be bigger than the denominator, or the top to be bigger than the bottom. So if the top is going to be bigger than the bottom, I'm going to have a plus over there. Do we all understand that? Okay. So now I can go and substitute the values. Fl, the frequency of the listener, was given here on the approach side because I'm using the approach formula. So I'm going to say 900 is equal to 340 plus VL over 340 multiplied by 850. Right, let's just fix that 5 and we make this 850. Okay. Righto. So we make that 850. So now we manipulate this, fairly simple manipulation. We're going to say it's 900 divided by 850 multiplied by, hey, that 5s are problems. 850 multiply 900 over 850 multiplied by 340 minus 340. This is just algebra in terms of how we've manipulated that, right? We've divided both sides by 850, we multiplied both sides by 340, and then we took over that over there. Okay, so this gives us a VL. I don't have a scientific calculator here, so we have to do it the manual way. Let's do that quickly. So we're going to say 900 divided by 850 is equal to some number multiplied by 340. We get an answer. We minus 340, and we're sitting with 19,99. Okay, so if we round that off, we're going to get 20 meters per second, right? M slash S or M dot. This is the same as saying M dot S to the minus 1. Okay. Either abbreviation should be accepted. So there you have 5 marks, right? Doppler effect, fairly easy. Then question 6.2.2. If we go a little bit further now, 6.2.2 is asking us, 6.2.2 as a question is asking us the distance x between the car and the ambulance when the observer begins measuring the frequency. So in other words, they want to know what distance does this thing travel. Now earlier when you started, I told you that here they say they're moving at a constant speed, so that part is important. But more importantly, they tell you that they're traveling in a straight line. Now why is a straight line important? A straight line is important because when you have straight lines, you can use what's known as the equations of uniformly accelerated linear motion. Okay, that's what we're going to use. That's what's important over there. The equations of uniformly accelerated linear motion. Right. So, you have the time, right? You want the distance. You have the initial speed, right? And in fact, you have the final velocity as well. But we're going to say we don't have the final. Let's use a formula in which we don't have final velocity. So you know there's actually a formula which is given as delta, oh yeah, let's change this to red ink but in a pen. we know that delta x is equal to the initial velocity multiplied by delta t plus a half a plus a half a delta t squared, right? It's a quadratic, it's a parabola, delta t squared. So we want this distance, you all agree? The velocity at which it was traveling at, we just calculated now. It's 20 meters per second. We know it's going to do that for 6 seconds. Plus a half, we know that it's moving at a constant speed, and hence the acceleration is 0. And it's still 6 seconds, because that's the distance that we're calculating it for. This whole term falls away, and then the distance then becomes 120 meters. Are we together, people? Let's see. Becomes 120 meters. Okay, and that's your answer. You just scored 9 marks, and what is that? That's 6% of an examination for nearly no thinking, nothing hectic. Okay, righto, we'll go on to another 3 questions as we conclude the Doppler effect.